Okay, so we have a paper called 3-to-1 pipeline, and originally this started off as Shuizhang called Ross, his research project. And what this is focused on is we have GAN, which is Generative Adversarial Network, combined with transfer learning. And essentially, last December, Bert and I had decided to work on top of this project, doing a little bit more research, and we typed up and made an entry for EMBC, which is IEEE's Engineering in Medicine and Biology Society. And their 2020 conference is going to be in mid-July. And so this is our entry here. We got accepted about a month ago. And we just made our registration for that conference about, 2 days ago. So, and essentially, yeah, we were pushing the deadline. Anyways. And so the actual paper that we made is called Restructuring Transfer Learning Pipelines for Medical Imaging Classification via Optimized GAN Synthetic Images. And so we're going to take transfer learning, which is used for the medical domain, because transfer learning's concept in AI is essentially you take knowledge from one domain, you apply it onto another domain. It's pretty simple. And we're going to use GAN synthetic images, which is generated because if you look at medical data set sizes, they're very small. And not only are we going to use GAN synthetic images, we're going to use optimized GAN synthetic images, because GANs can often create really bad data, really unuseful data. And so we need to make sure that the data that we're training on is actually good. And so that's where we're using optimized GAN synthetic images. We have some methods for optimizing. And the authors, as mentioned, are Ross, who graduated last year, and then Boyan and me and Professor Liao.
What's the impact factor?
The impact factor is 37.
Wow, it's very high.
And so our abstract starts off with, the difficulty of applying deep learning algorithms to biomedical imaging systems arises from a lack of training images. And so in plain English, that's, we don't have a lot of training images. How are we going to, fix deep learning's, need for training images? I don't know if that was better English, but anyways. An existing workaround to the lack of medical training images involves pre-training deep learning models on ImageNet. Currently, ImageNet has 14,167,122 images, and a non-medical data set with millions of training images. But the problem is all of these images, they're RGB. This is called a modality. In the biomedical sphere, this is called a modality. When you have, or actually this is not, this is just an AI image concept. When you have RGB images, when you have black and white images, that's just their modality. And so transfer learning is good when the modality is better when the modalities are the same. In this case, the modality is RGB for ImageNet, but the images that we need are in black and white. That creates a problem. And so while the method of transfer learning may be effectively applied to non-medical tasks, such as human face detection, it is quite ineffective in a lot of medical imaging contexts, for example, X-rays, for example, MRI scans, that type of thing. And so recently proposed generative models such as generative adversarial networks are able to synthesize new medical images. Our concept is very simple. Transfer learning and GANs combined together. It's a simple concept, it's not been applied a lot, and our results are very good. And so, as the aforementioned problem goes, we can overcome it by overcome the modality gap arising from transfer learning by using our optimized GAN synthetic